thought they had banished us forever. But now, finally, we have returned.
Welcome back to the Classics streams and the adaptations thereof streams. I'm very excited to discuss this one in particular because I quite enjoy the Count of Monte Cristo. By the way, I am your host, Lord Captain Commander Dunn, as you have noticed by both the logo and the bold bright name card on here. Allow me to bring in my guests. First off, Codex.
I am the scales of justice, conductor of the choir of death. Sing, brothers, sing, sing!
Evening to you all, you lovely people.
Alrighty, and please welcome Trip. Even though she is a poor sickie today.
Hola.
And finally, our good friend Count Valerian.
Dracarys, indeed. As you can see, we're a somewhat dramatic lot.
Indeed. Alrighty, so the Count of Monte Cristo. What would be the best way of going about it? Shall we just discuss it in chronological order and discuss differences between the book and the film? Or would that be the best option?
I mean, we should at least make some global statement about it at some point, either at the end or the beginning or both. But,
okay, that makes sense.
But apart from that, whatever way you like.
Sweet. I think going over the individual opinions of the film sounds like a good idea. For me, I really like this film, and I really love how they adapted the material. One exception I'm a little bit conflicted on, though Valerian is well aware of that one. That's my general thoughts on it. I think it was very well acted. The writing is impeccable. The dialogue is very good. And the writing in the film is just spot on. That's my opinion. Before we get to you, Codex, I'll bring in our friend, the White Dragon.
Afternoon, dead thing.
I have errored out. Yes, I'm here.
So,
what are we talking about now?
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Shit, I haven't seen that one in a minute.
It's a good one.
What are we talking? Well, is there like an anime of that or something? Because I thought we were talking about
the movie. So we're watching the anime later on today. Since Setter, I really want to record Setter's reaction to the anime because it is a little bit fever dreamy.
It's anime.
I'm gonna watch that too actually as well.
Jeez, loud.
Yeah, anime. So obviously they were either stoned or on nutters or both when they did it, because all anime is pretty much like that.
All the time.
Yeah, the Count of Monte Cristo in the in the anime is a blue guy.
He's a blue demon thing from outer space or something like that.
Yeah, it's really
what?
interesting.
God, Jesus.
Wow.
That's nothing by Japanese anime standards.
All new movie.
True, but still.
Yeah, so Trip, what did you think of the film?
Oh, you just have to ask me. Right?
I need to ask you a question. Hold on a minute.
Oh, God.
Let's let.
Well, no,
Well-
just when I'm ill and
Okay.
I'm not thinking very well, but okay. So, and I
What do you
did,
Gracious manners.
I was only catching parts of it. Remember, because I was watching at work. I did like the film quite a bit. I have a fever. Move on. If I think of things, I'll put them in chat or something.
Error 34. What the fuck is error 34?
I don't know. I'm getting an error 404 in my brain right now.
Error 404, bad gateway.
Yeah, or I'll just respond to what comes to my head while you guys are talking. Okay, sorry.
Sometimes
I hope
life
that-
is one big 404.
Well, I hope the bonfire will be nearby.
Hopefully.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's not just my opinion. Ugh. Count of Monte cholesterol.
Oh, okay. I will comment on one thing. It comes to mind. It still cracks me up that it's like, what did you say, Superman? Where just because he grew a beard, nobody could freaking recognize him except the woman he was in love with?
Hey, yeah, it's a kind of a Clark Kent thing, or Supergirl. Supergirl wears or used to wear a brown wig, and that's how she disguised herself.
What a Burnett fucking cultural appropriation, little bitch. I knew it.
Is it? It's like what, an invisibility cloak beard? Is that what it is?
Well, you know,
Look
Apparently.
here, look, listen.
after I grew a beard, I couldn't recognize myself either.
Uh-oh, I just fucked myself, I think.
So
Oh, no, it's still here. Okay, we're good.
so for your Balerion, what are your thoughts on the film?
Shit, I haven't even seen that film. I haven't seen the movie in a long time. Shit.
Well, the film it's an enjoyable film. It's fun, well acted, as you said. Moves at a nice pace. As an adaptation, there's a bit perhaps lacking in certain respects. The theme of the futility of justice of vengeance doesn't really come through so well, and the whole you have to cut out a lot of the plotting for purposes of a film, but there should at least be some of that there, and there really wasn't very much of that at all. I think, as I said, I think that Count of Monte Cristo it's a story that needs to breathe a bit. So I think it might be more better suited for television, or maybe for like a two-parter or something like that. Than for I don't think you can cover the whole thing like 2.5, 3 hours very well. And of course, you have to cut out large bits of it, but at least some of the plotting and the slow burn of the way the vengeance takes place, at least some of that should be in there as an adaptation. As a film, it's fine. One thing that is a little bit better, is how the Count ends up Mercedes at the end because that's kind of a little weird in the book. And I've been like pining after all these years, but I don't care about you that much anymore. I think I'll run off with my younger lady slave.
Yeah, that's how I am all the time.
Pretty much. So
yeah,
that's my thought of that.
Yeah, that bit with is it Haiti? I think
Yeah.
it's Haiti. That's pronounced. That was weird.
A day in French. But yeah, that's a little weird. I mean, I like the character well enough in herself. In the way she helps to bring down the Count of what was it? Morcerf. Vernon, basically. The way she helps bring him down is nice. But as a love interest for the Count of Monte Cristo, it's a little bit too much. Oh, you're my master, but you're so nice and I love you. Yes, you're my slave. I will free you and I'll marry you. Yeah, you're young enough to be my daughter, but that we won't get into all that.
Yeah, it's weird.
So that bit's weird. So I'm glad they got rid of that. Although they could have kept the character in, but they not as a love interest for the Count necessarily. Oh God, if they had kept her in, they probably would have made a love triangle though. That'd be so annoying. Oh, but anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. The film is decent. As a film, as an adaptation, it's not quite what one would necessarily want. So that's my thought on that.
Okay.
It was a movie I seen long time ago, and I hardly remember. 5 out of 10 would watch again. The only thing No, but the only thing I'm reading right now is The Hobbit. I just started the actual book edition.
Oh, that's worth reading.
I got it from Goodwill for like $2.
Fair enough. Good deal.
And all the other Lord of the Rings books, they're all like $4. Well, those were $4 a piece. They're not the hardcover stuff. They're more. They have the fucking cover of like the movie posters and shit on them. But I think they're just the books.
Yeah, everything's got to have movie imagery that he says. It's kind of annoying.
Good game, Codex.
Huh?
Good game, Codex.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on Count of Monte Cristo, the movie and the book?
I have not. I have not read the book actually, but I have seen the film. It's a bit of an interesting one as well. It's been interesting.
Yeah,
An interesting one.
I
especially a very young Henry Cavill in the role.
Yeah, that one is definitely a. It's kind of interesting to see baby Henry Cavill in a movie.
Son of a bitch. Sorry, go ahead. I just forgot something at Walmart before I left. I forgot to grab a bookmark, and now I'm using a Walmart receipt as a bookmark.
Yeah, I use all sorts of things as bookmarks. I have actual bookmarks. Sometimes I use envelopes.
Maybe I'll just do a rich person, just use a $100 bill.
Or you could give it to me. Well,
No. No, we don't need to give you 1% more of taking over the world.
bother.
He's so close. We must deny him that one little bit, or else we are all doomed.
You're meanies.
Epic mini collection.
Indeed.
I just
What did I do?
I just wanted to subject everyone to an inexorable will and stuff, but no.
I just realized I'm gonna need
I'd have orgies with everybody.
Ew, not everybody.
I don't want your postmodernism.
I just realized I need a fucking bookshelf eventually because I'm stacking up on them because now I got this Star Wars visual dictionary for Attack of the Clones, and I'm like every time I go to Goodwill, I'm getting more shit. Stop it.
Do they have bookshelves there?
Shit.
No, not one's not filled with books.
Oh, bother.
Yeah. I'm like, I posted an image of the visual book to one of my friends. I'm like, how to understand the Attack of the Clones 101. And I just posted a picture of that book. Like, you needed like an actual visual dictionary of like everything and how everything works because nothing in the movies ever explains it.
True. Very true.
Unfortunately, the visual dictionary doesn't tell you anything about how the Republic functions or anything. It's just more of like, this is what this is called.
Yeah. So let's kind of get into the film itself.
How long is this film?
It's about 2 hours.
Shit.
But we should be able to do it fairly easily. Oh dear, Codex died.
Oh, I thought you guys already so you guys already watched it. I was not notified of that.
Oh yeah, we watched it in the afternoon a couple weeks ago. I put in a link.
Yeah, the film we watched. The anime we haven't watched yet, but the film we've watched.
Yeah. So in terms of changes, one change right off the bat is that they actually show Elba and the trip and the meeting with Napoleon.
Oh yeah, that wasn't bad.
Yeah. And I think that's a very interesting change, and actually works well where it actually very much informs a personal, or at least informs the very, very, I guess, friendly relationship between Fernand Mondego and Edmond Dantes, as well as giving very clear setups for the plot to come. As in, he finds the letter, reads it, and then uses that as a method of framing Dantes.
Yeah, in the book, Fernand's role in that is not so. Does not. It's mainly Danglars. Danglars is kind of demoted in the film, and in the book, he's kind of like he manipulates Fernand to go along because Fernand's jealous, and Fernand's not particularly friendly with Dantes. But that's all fine though. That's all fine.
Yeah, the whole piece of Danglars buying himself a countship is removed from the film.
Yeah, and Fernand's actually is a count, which is a little weird.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe no, it was Baron that Danglars bought.
Yeah, Baron. Yeah, he either he bought it or they gave it to him on account of his being rich, which amounts to the same thing. I think it had to do with his maybe I think maybe it was something to do with he gave the government some money to help do something or other, and then he made him a baron. Anyway, it amounts to the same thing.
Yeah, he's kind of sidelined to just one of Edmond's targets. Same with Villefort. They do intertwine Villefort and Mondego a little bit more than they were in the book, but it kind of works as a method of streamlining the plot in order to not have things be too convoluted, I suppose you could call it.
Yeah, I mean, Villefort and basically doesn't have much to do with I mean, they're acquaintances, and Madame de Villefort friends with Madame de Danglars and stuff like that. So but yeah, they're not plotting together or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I recall, didn't Villefort and or was it Mondego and Danglars are working together, and the Count majorly defrauds them, and to the point where Villefort to where Danglars loses basically everything.
Mondego had nothing to do with that, though. That was Danglars. Madame Danglars had a quote friend, end quote, who sent Danglars this false information that the Count gave him. That bit's a little convoluted. Now I would probably have cut that out from the film. That ruins Danglars, so Danglars gets angry at his wife and kicks out the quote friend, end quote. But yeah, that bit's a little bit overcomplicated, maybe.
There's also a whole affair between Villefort and Madame Danglars, as far as I remember.
Yeah, yep. That also comes into it, because of course their son is like an abomination, loathsome, horrible criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of stuff in the book that didn't necessarily need to be, that like works in a book, but I think could easily be cut for a film. But I do think that they wanted to focus on the friend betrayal between Edmond and Fernand, as opposed to kind of the general, I guess, villainy of the other two, and kind of made them a little bit more villainous in the movie, or at the very least more money greedy in terms of willing to break the law.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty bad in the book. Villefort tries to bury his illegitimate son alive, Fernand betrays the Pasha and sells his daughter and wife and daughter into slavery and stuff. So they do pretty bad things in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Danglars isn't that bad. He's mostly just a greedy capitalist.
Indeed, that does seem as though that's his character.
Yeah, I mean it's a bit of a pity to leave out the whole thing with Villefort, because that's where the Count realizes that he's gone too far in vengeance, and that's an important theme. So that whole bit with where getting the wife to murder all these people and stuff, it's a bit. Basically, I feel like at least one for each of the three characters, at least one of the major plots that the Count does against them should be in there somewhere. So you can pick and choose which ones to keep. And in terms of thematically, the poisoning one makes more sense with Villefort, but in terms of connecting it with Danglars maybe you could do the Cavalcanti one with the illegitimate kid. So you could go either way. One or the other probably ought to have been in there though. But then it's only like 2. That's the thing. It's not very well suited for just a 2-3 hour film.
No, they have to make significant changes and cuts. That's for streamlining purposes. And you are right that doing a TV show would probably work better because you can take a little bit more time to breathe and have a little bit more of the Count scheming, since he does a whole lot of scheming.
Yeah, you need at least some of that in there in terms of adaptation, not in terms of it being a film, but in terms of adaptation, you need at least some of the plotting and the intellectual, and the way he what's what I'm looking for. He like charms himself into the acquaintance of all these people, and then and then he uses his access to them in order to destroy them.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm looking on Amazon, and one of the things I bought like a year ago, it's like jumped up in price, and it's not like almost $600.
Wow.
Yikes.
That was the piece that is running my microphone, that is powering it. Jeez, I buy a lot of expensive shit, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna like YouTube anymore. So I'm like, well, that was a waste of money at that time.
Well done, dear. All right. Let me see. What else do we? Differences. I think one of the better bits of the book that is kept pretty faithfully is the Abaphoria section. There's pretty much no changes to that one. The only change that I can think of is the reveal of the treasure of Sparta. That's the only thing that I can remember as a change.
There's the kind of weird hand thing, which he trains to be an expert swordsman by trying to avoid getting any water on his hand, and apparently it works too. So we'll bear that in mind next time we want to practice.
What kind of practice?
It is a measure of. It is fairly to fencing, at least the move of fencing. Since you have the move of fencing is you move it so fast that your enemy can't track it, but there's still something of you gotta couple it with other things. I don't think that was necessarily a good addition, I will admit.
It's fine. It's I probably would have left it out, but it's fine.
I do think though they made they went for they really went in for this is a horrible place to live, even more so than the book, because in the book he's just alone, has no human contact at all. In the book, they torture him.
Yeah.
Or in the movie, they torture him, I mean.
In the film, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then in the film, they're like, look, we're going to do horrible things to you. Whereas in the book, they're like, whatever,
You're here. We don't care.
Yeah, someone wanted you here, obviously. Someone powerful wanted you here, fine, whatever. We got better things to do. We're just following orders.
It's just following like orders, sir.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
Sorry, those Jews just happen to fall down on their own. I swear. Bah.
Yeah.
It's funny. But
You know what?
in
You
terms
need.
of- Go for it. Sorry.
No, you guys probably should stay on topic before I butt in.
No worries. I do think though that Abifaria is very well adapted in the book, in the movie. Richard Harris is pretty much he is the definitive Abifaria in my mind.
Yeah, I like him. I mean, I like all the actors pretty much.
Yeah. This one had a really fantastic cast, to say the least. You've got Richard Harris, you have Jim Caviezel, you've got a whole bunch of different people.
Yeah. So that, in fact, the whole first bit is the whole third maybe is pretty close to the book anyway.
It really gets changed around when he leaves the smugglers. They cut out a lot, including Monsieur Morel's son, who's a major part of the plot.
Yeah, I mean, once they got rid of Valentine, well, sort of they got rid of her. They made his wife's name Valentina, which I guess is the closest they could get to it. But if you don't have Valentine, there's really not much point in having Maximilien, whatever. There's not really much point because he
mainly exists to be in love with the girl. That's the main reason why he is there.
Yeah, it's also kind of a counterpoint or contrast to, because the Count is taking revenge on all these other people, but he's actually going to be friends with this chap because he's the son of his benefactor. So it forms a kind of a contrast to the whole revenge plot thing, a bit of relief from it. So there's also that aspect of it, but mainly, yeah, it's mainly so the Count has a motive to decide not to let Valentine die after all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's maybe that might go part of the way towards preparing him to his revelation, the realization that he has gone too far.
Yeah, and in the movie he does not go too far.
Not really. I mean, I can't think of anything too out of the way that he does in the film.
Yeah, it feels very much like slightly more vicious Batman in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's basically, these guys are assholes. They deserve to be punished. And he mostly goes within the law to punish them, or at least he digs up actually illegal things that they've done rather than doing stuff like starving Danglars, unless he pays 10,000 francs per day.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. And
You're a shit, dear.
You're still winning.
And Danglars actually is the one who gets off lightly in the book.
Yeah, Fernand basically gets his reputation destroyed and commits suicide after it's revealed that the Count is Aimant Dantes, and Mercedes tells the story to Albert that Fernand betrayed Edmond Dantes and decides that there's no quarrel anymore. And it just destroys Fernand in the book, and he just commits suicide. Villefort is driven mad after the Count gaslights the Villefort's wife into committing murder-suicide with their, I think, like 6-year-old son.
It's a young son. I think he might be like 10 or something, but he's young. He's preteen. He's a preteen. So yeah, he does go pretty far. He goes pretty far in the books. And then there's the whole Cavalcanti plot too. But I mean, in terms of things that are out of the way that the Count does, those are the ones that hop to mind. I think Villefort is where it just goes a little too far. But even with Morcerf, it's a pity that he had to bring because he's like making friends with Albert, and Albert actually thinks they're friends, and then it turns out that So in the film they made Albert the Count's son, and I think it would be more significant if he wasn't his son, but he treated him like one. Realize that no, you don't punish the children for the deeds of the parents, because that's one of the things that he's doing in the book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead, there's a clever setup where Villefort and Fernand are in Villefort's office, and Villefort is saying, "Hey, I've got a problem, and I can't deal with it." And the way that he goes about telling Fernand to basically murder his dad in exchange for throwing Edmond into prison is actually very nicely, subtly done. And then it comes out, and then when it's revealed in a very, very well done scene, there's a really neat reveal at the end, near the middle, that kind of shows, this is what the Count's been doing. And the plot with this using the treasure of Sparta as a chess piece is actually an interesting change, because he's more taking advantage of a general human greed type situation as opposed to the individual foibles of his enemies. He tries to hit a bunch of birds with one stone.
Yeah, so he doesn't dig up dirt on them, he tempts them.
Mm.
And he gets them that way. That's the closest to plotting that he gets, I guess.
Yeah. It is fairly clever that he says Sparta and what is it? The Jacopo says treasure and lets it slip intentionally, which is a neat trick that they did. I was very I remember really liking that bit, and it still works really well.
Yeah, the smugglers play a bigger role, which is not a bad change. I mean, in the books, the smugglers become a bit of a drop plot. I mean, I assume that the Count is still taking care of them. I think that they're involved when France visits his lair on the island of Monte Cristo. I think the smugglers taken there or something, but they're kind of a dropped plot in the book. So there's something to be said for keeping them on as accounts, retainers.
Mhm.
What they could have done is, if they wanted to keep anything of the Bertuccio Cavalcanti plot, if they wanted to keep that, they could have used Jacopo for that. I mean, that's something they could have done. I don't know necessarily how necessary that would have been. I mean, it depends on whether, like I say, if you don't do there would be advantages to keeping the Cavalcanti plot, because then you've got the connection between Danglars and Villefort, and you're punishing both of them with one stone. So in that sense, there'll be an advantage to keeping that in. But yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah, they
definitely-
could use Jacopo could take some of the role of some of these other characters in the book.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually.
Yeah. So but anyway, that was a reasonably good change.
And let me think. Other things. We've already mentioned the elephant in the room.
Okay, I'll take my leave.
Okay.
Are you gonna come
No.
back for the anime?
No, that was just a skit. That was just a joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me see. What other things?
You were about to mention the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Are we talking about the love affair now?
Yeah. Yes. That bit was an interesting change that probably should. I'm a little bit torn on it, to be perfectly honest. I am kind of okay with it, but I do understand that it is a very, very, very odd change in a lot of ways. Since you have Mercedes and Dantes being intimate pre-marriage, which is very, very, very anti in the book in a lot of ways.
Yeah, in the book, they probably barely even heard of sex in the book at that age.
Yeah. Yeah.
R.I.P.
So I mean, it might be better just to have Albert be Huha's son, Fernand's, but have him adopt him or whatever. Might be better. And then they commit adultery, which is also a bit out of character.
Yeah.
Well, technically adultery anyway.
Yeah, it's a pre-death adult, pre-divorce sex, shall we call it?
Yes, that's a polite way of putting it. Yes.
Yeah.
Prenuptial. They did a prenup.
Yeah. Prenuptial consummation.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. But yeah, it probably would have been better to just kind of have them get, if they wanted to streamline Haiti, it probably would have been better to just not make Albert his son. And I know that the writer was like, "Oh, please forgive me, Alexandre Dumas, please." I didn't mean to be disrespectful.
Non, monsieur. Je ne vous pardonne pas.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but it was probably something cool.
No, sir, I do not forgive you. It sounds better in French.
This is true, actually. Everything sounds better in French.
Even French fries?
So, yeah, that was certainly interesting, to say the least. I remember laughing a lot at because this or the other thing would happen. It'd be like, where did that come from? So I was kind of having a riot.
That does sound about right, actually.
Yeah. Oh. Fucking Windows decided to message me and scare the piss out of me.
Die, Windows, die. So let's see, where was I in terms of my thoughts on the thing? Let's see.
So thoughtless. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are things that you have to, there are things you have to cut out from the books because there's just so much stuff, and some things are slightly cringe, like there are aspects of the whole Orientalism thing which are a little bit cringy. Like he has this in the book, he has this servant or slave actually, who he's a Nubian and he got too close to the Sultan's harem, and so he was sentenced to have first his tongue cut out, then a hand, and then afterwards be put to death. And the counts interceded for him after he got the tongue cut out because he liked having mutes and stuff. So he's got this, but despite that, he's incredibly devoted to the count and all that. So it's a little cringe having this like devoted slave thing going on. It's a little bit like there's that with 8A too, but it's even worse in this case. So I'm glad they cut out some of that stuff. A little bit, slightly cringe. And then it gets, of course, there's a whole glob of characters that got cut out that you couldn't really, just the viewer would just be completely confused. So. So those are decent changes, but then they also got rid of the whole plotting revengeance and the whole futility of vengeance theme, so that's not so good. One thing I did like is the fireworks.
Yeah, the fire. Yeah, I definitely think that is a fantastic entrance. That is one of my favorite entrances in any movie ever.
Yeah. So is there anything we haven't covered yet?
As far as I think the main thing at the end is the well, good game, Codex. Good game. Good game. I'll just do a different deck. Let me pull up this one. I'm a big fan of this one. Yeah, I think the other main change is that they have a sword fight at the end, which is which is an interesting change to that they, instead of for not committing suicide, they have him have a climactic duel with Edmon.
Yeah, which probably is more cinematic, I guess.
Yeah, you could definitely do. I think this one in a TV show is definitely better, for sure. It doesn't necessarily. It wouldn't necessarily work in that in a TV format. I think
In the film format?
the film format. I mean, because you're limited to a bit of a 3-act structure, and your time limit is very, very limited as well. And even if you do, say, a 5-act structure like the Avengers is built on, just by virtue of how much stuff happens in it, it's still really, really long, and you have to cut out lots of stuff.
Yeah, I guess Suicide doesn't look as good on screen either.
OTK also stands for over the that's
No comment. I don't need to know that.
Do you want me to take you over my knee or something? Is that what you want me to do?
No comment. Kill it. Kill it dead.
Look here. Look, listen.
I think those are the main talking points.
Really?
I'm surprised that we were able to finish this fairly quickly, because I can't think of many other things, because I think the way that Jacopo, the only other main difference is how Jacopo comes on the scene. Because in the book, Jacopo rescues him and just really likes him, so they just become good friends, and he becomes his valet. And there's a little funny bit where Jacopo is so enamored of the wealth that they have that he's afraid to step on the carpet. That's one thing that stood out to me from the original book.
Yeah, I don't remember very much about that phase of it, but
It's here. All right.
Jacopo. Yeah, there's that. Let's see what else is there.
I like it when my emulators actually have updaters. Makes things so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just downloaded like all of the Pokemon games to has ever existed up until the Wii U era.
Huh. Another thing that is interesting is the Albert kind of gets a little bit downgraded in the film, I think.
A little bit, yeah, a little. Even though he's the Count's son, they do have that bit where he's captured by the bandits. I was mildly surprised they even kept that, but they had that whole bit in there, and they had the Count rescuing him, all that stuff. But then, of course, in the book, that's the prelude to making Albert the Count's devoted friend, and which is part of the way that one of the ways in which the Count goes about with his revenge against Perion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a little bit downgraded, but then lots of things get downgraded because they were the 2-3 hour thing. So limit. So a little bit. The toast was nice.
Yeah, I think that was a good scene, and they do make Mercedes fairly smart in the film, at least. There's definitely an aspect of, okay, that this probably wouldn't have happened, and it kind of does. It is interesting that they decided to, you know what, we let's just have a happy ending where Edmund gets the girl that he's been in love with all this time, which is interesting to say the least. I think that's a decently satisfying change. I remember in the book that they were very much like, no, he goes off with Haiti and Mercedes and Albert just live out their lives in a different just in Marseille with some of the Count's money or some measure of success. I can't remember exactly how it was put into place, though.
Yeah, he helps them out. He helps them out with a bit of money, but then the Albert goes to join the army to get his honor back. But yeah, there's this narrative near the end of the book that she kind of betrayed him. But no. How is she supposed to know? He's languishing in prison she doesn't know anything about that. She tried and she took care of the father and everything, and she tried to get information about it. She did everything reasonably that you could reasonably be expected of her. And why is this degree of fidelity being required when the author keeps going on fathering bastards? I don't think he ever actually had any. I don't think he actually got bothered to get married, and some of the bastards he didn't even recognize. So why are you portraying this? Oh, she betrayed him. No, she didn't betray him.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
That is actually a very good point.
Yeah, so that annoys me. That's something near the end of the book that annoys me.
Yeah, and they definitely removed that aspect where she legit did not. And as soon as he reappears, she's like, "I just want to get back together with you because I love you." And
yeah, it's interesting because in the book, clearly she recognizes him.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously she's married already, so.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the one who has an inkling of what's going on and what he's up to. She's the one, she understands more about it than anyone else does. And she intercedes to save Albert too. So, but then she tells Albert she prevents the duel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just stupid. All I heard, my stupid retard brain is she prevented the Jew.
She prevented the. Well, that's right. Mercedes was a Nazi.
Yeah.
And you know what proves it is that Mercedes and Mengele both begin with M. So there you are.
Yeah, well, I have heard it said regarding Grown Ups 2 that if you watch that movie, you understand Hitler's final solution because you want to kill everybody involved in the movie once it's finished.
Which film?
Grown Ups 2.
Oh, okay.
It's a bad Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, I know British Potato memes the hell out of that, but I've never seen it.
It's a very bad film. By all accounts, it's basically just a series of comedy skits.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Few things are worse than bad comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the worst is
I didn't
Your
realize.
Highness.
No, God, no, kill it.
Ow, Jesus, loud.
Sorry about
Oh
that.
yeah, I completely missed that movie. I was supposed to watch it with you guys and I forgot. Oh well, so sad.
Yes, this is a tragic moment in the story. Die screaming.
So it's the movie is Grown Ups 2.
Alright, so it does work.
Hold on a minute.
I have so many GameCube games now on my list.
The Count of
God
Monte
help me.
Cristo. Yeah, the novel is very loosely based on fact. There actually was a chap who was betrayed by three of his friends because one of them wouldn't go along with it, and one of them there actually was a jealous. They were jealous about this particular girl, and then a lot of the plot of the novel was actually sketched not by Jamal himself, but by a chap named Auguste Maquet, Maquet, who wrote like outlines, and then Jamal developed it into a novel. And it was serialized. But a lot of novels in the 19th century were serialized in periodical magazines before they were published as books.
Yeah, I think wasn't that the case with the Three Musketeers?
Almost certainly, and with a lot of Dickens's novels.
Mm.
The Three Musketeers, incidentally, I never actually read, but I saw an animated version of it on the Banana Splits show.
Banana Splits? Do you mean Hanna-Barbera? Is that what you're talking about, or is there an actual thing called the Banana Channel?
It wasn't a channel. It was a show with a bunch of chaps in dog costumes, in bad dog costumes. They were the live action part, and then there would be interludes where they did the Three Musketeers, and that was almost certainly the best part of the show, because the rest of it was a little stupid, even by my standards as a kid. You may have heard the song, 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4, 5 banana, 6 banana, 7 banana more. Na na na.
You all right?
Na 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 na. Yes, it was quite stupid.
All right, he's going insane. All right, done. You gotta take care of him.
What? What? That's nothing by my standards.
What standards? You have none.
I screaming.
Standards of craziness.
Yes. That's nothing. But anyway, yeah, that's where I saw the Three Musketeers story, but I don't know how. Some of it probably went over my head too. There's a whole politics of I think they might have been involved with the Fronde, the revolt against Louis the what was it, 13th. So anyway, yeah. So yep, but I never actually read the book.
Booklet.
So, so that covers that. I can't think of much.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else. To cover about the movie. That was done in record time. I'm surprised that it took us that short time to take care of all that.
It's a quick film. It's nicely paced. It goes. I mean, I mean, the vengeance spits over like that, kind of. Well, maybe not quite like that, but it's quick.
Epic
Yeah.
gamer moment.
So we should probably make some concluding remarks, and then I guess I guess you can go on playing your Yu-Gi-Oh thing until
Cedric gets off of
Peter
work.
turns up for the anime.
Hey, Dunn, are you ever planning on getting a Switch?
Nope.
Oh,
I don't know.
well, no, you don't technically have to get a Switch to play the
I-
games on it.
I
I do want you to try Breath of the Wild out eventually. I mean, you can get it. You can get it on the Cemu emulator, which is practically flawless at this point.
I may try it. Potentially.
We still need to say something really deep.
Vengeance
The only
is
thing,
bad.
no, Dunn. He's already went deep with Trip, so you don't need to worry about that clown.
No comment. I don't need to know about his love life. Let your hoo-ha to the table, dear, she says. Oh my effing God, White, she says. I don't blame her. I think I'm going to faint. Either that or be ill, one or the other, or both.
Hey, I am just wondering why she's always mute. That's all I'm saying.
She's the
Anyway, back at the ranch, I need to find some spicy hot takes on the internet and the interweebs.
Yeah, he needs to do his dark bidding on the internet.
You can find hot takes about anything on the internet. I'm sick, you bleep, she says. Sweet smile, she adds.
Oh, so that's the excuse.
Well,
You
I mean,
she's
she'd
sick. Oh, well, maybe there is a reason why she is sick.
she'd have to be
Mm-hmm.
sick she'd have to be sick to have a thing with Blightlord.
Hey, sometimes some women have things about guys being sick. They sound different. But unfortunately, that's the other way around. So,
I don't think I need to know. Richard Stark, not Rickard, but Richard Stark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's my it's just kind of my alternate email. I think I just came up with it. So
Fair enough.
good job, Codex. Oh yeah. I'm not dead yet.
That's nice to know. I'm glad to hear it.
My goal is just to make Count so uncomfortable he just leaves.
So that's the. So you arranged the whole thing, did you? All
Yes,
the love
that was my
affairs.
plan.
All the love affairs are actually your work from behind the scenes. The Turk
And you thought Count was evil. I was 5 dimensions of evil ahead of you.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm way more evil than any of you.
Well, you're Catholic, aren't you? Or no, Mormon.
Yeah,
So that
Mormons and
explains
Catholics
everything.
are not the same thing at all.
Yeah, no, we are definitely extremely different than
Well, you see,
Catholicism.
they generally follow the same kind of concept, but they're just at the opposite ends of the rear.
Well, Mormons do weird things to it from our point of view.
Yeah, we're we don't necessarily. Yeah, one major thing is we don't necessarily believe in the Trinity as constituted. We don't necessarily go for a lot of the creeds of Catholicism.
Yeah, so basically, you have a completely different basis. I didn't mean to say that. You basically have a completely different basis. You essentially have a completely different basis
Mm-hmm.
whereon the whole thing rests.
Yeah. Good game.
At least Mormons haven't progressed to. No, but they do other weird things too. So.
Yeah, we admittedly have somewhat interesting beliefs in regards to a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And
I
we are totally my English.
like the one she posted at 141. The first one.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Although in the past, he has made it so I can't walk easily the next day. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, fucking. It is sad right now that it's not anything Star Wars related, but fucking Anomaly is seething right now.
What seems to be happening?
I mean, they're having an argument about Halo Infinite, the failed free-to-play all Halo game. He's defending it like no end.
Really? Ouch.
He's a very ill-used chap. YouTube keeps taking him down.
Yeah.
Oh my, says Hoo-Ha. Codex.
Funny guy, actually, when it comes to him. I mean, he always goes for like the whole author's intent kind of guy, like the original creator's vision matters most. But when it comes to like Halo and Bungie and 343, he completely flipped on that. And that was like Bungie stuff doesn't really matter. It's 343 that matters.
Hmm. So he exists now again, or is this something he's doing in his Discord?
Discord shit.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's been a while since I really checked the Discord there.
I'm gonna get, if I can get my ass in gear, I can probably do something Star Wars prequel related and throw a fucking tactical nuke in this fucking server and see what happens.
Oh, have fun with that.
I am gonna make the entire server go just like last time.
That would be very, very amusing.
Tactical
I keep forgetting what Discords I'm in. Because there are only like 3 that actually read.
I mean, all you have to do is look at my last conversation. Just look up a user called Dr. Ash. That's my secondary account.
Ew.
I am smart enough not to use my main account on his server when it comes to things like that.
Do you use your regular name there too?
No, we already have a face reveal. It's right here. I'm just a 2D drawing. I am made by an algorithm.
Cool. Always wanted to be an algorithm. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I can't think of.
Have you ever played Pokemon?
I played the card game once, I believe.
I was thinking about getting into the series, so I downloaded literally all of the games.
I don't see a Dr. Ash in here.
Not Ink server.
I know, I don't see you in there. Dr. Ash?
Just type search DR.
Let's see what happens this time.
Space Ash. And it's just the guy Ash from Evil Dead, and it's just called DR Ash.
No, it seems to be coming up. That's weird. Am I in the right server here? Yep, in the right server. Odd.
Here, I'll send you. Wait,
Odd.
you're not even on my Discord. Hold on.
I am in your Discord, actually.
Not my Discord. You're right here. Oh, wait, hold on.
Copyright block unblocked. Okay, that was back in March. That early beginning of this month. Or in January, I'm not sure. Yeah, that was back in January. I get confused.
Oh yeah, I should have picked a different deck.
And I have been watching the Batman series. Batman, what was it? Not the not the anime. Yeah, Batman Beyond.
Nice. What do you think of it?
I mean, action is fun. Obviously, action and all the art style and everything is great, but when it comes to like character progression, it took a bit of an oof. At least in the first few episodes. What I mean by that is like certain like Batman just has a sudden change of heart when it comes to like his suit being stolen. I mean, we can watch the first few episodes. They're only like 20 minutes each whenever you have time.
Search Your Feelings. Is that the one?
It's called from Dr. Ash. Just type in from user.
Yep, but now you seem to be there on your regular name.
Not my regular name because it's a different account. I have 2 accounts on AI Core.
Oh, okay. Yep, I'm seeing you there. In other news, water is wet. She became a rabid fascist dog who murdered millions of people. Somebody did anyway. That wasn't you though, that was some other person.
Raven Unbound. What the fuck is that?
Please let the show fix season 8. There's nothing that can. Oh, this is in the Dumb and Dumber thing.
Yeah. Oh no, you have to look up Dr. Ash, not my actual account, because I don't talk about prequels with my original account. Because that's I'm probably gonna get kicked out of the fucking server if I actually do that. Because it's a fucking
landmine.
It's a fucking cult.
You're unfortunately not wrong.
Let's see what happens.
I unfortunately picked a fight with like one of the grandmasters, which is Replica Films. So,
Charlie, Dr. Ash, do you want to? Dr. Ash forcing himself to not understand a movie 12-year-olds understand.
And then I responded, it's a movie about space wizards intended for children.
Give me an example of where the world's power's biggest... Oh, that's that. Okay, I remember that weird thing coming up. Yes. The currency doesn't have any value on Tatooine. That bit. Yes.
And they always kept saying, "Why does it matter?" And I'm like, "Because the movie makes it matter." Because it's a part of the plot, that part where they can't just use the currency to get out of a situation. It literally is.
Roman Empire, says somebody.
And then
So-
I think I asked them to elaborate on that.
Yeah,
remember.
since that's not a very good argument. That is very much just Rome actually worked in a very, very specific way. And the fact that you're trying to do that with Rome is really, really annoying.
I
Relax.
think I asked. I mean, if that's. Are you trying to imply that no one are able to trade with Rome or anything? Like trade is a major part of the world, past and present.
They
How did
traded with
different-
Rome, definitely.
And how did Rome trade with other countries if not to exchange? Okay.
They may have bought some things in kind. Yeah, it's also not quite the same thing because Tatooine is actually part of the Empire or Republic or whatever, technically, right?
Well, the
Not in
idea
original-
behind
not in the original trilogy
the
or the prequels. I mean,
the whole point of the argument I was making is that like, fuck. Now I'm just going brain hole right now.
That when you're considering he doesn't understand currency in Star Wars, I doubt it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just supposed to know everything about the currency that's never explained.
So those heavy flaws, were you forcing yourself to not understand the currency?
Wait a minute. Huh?
Go on. Let's see. Wouldn't the fact that okay. I want to see another response to you. The Hutt's probably launder money through credits on other planets, so obviously you don't want to spend your own dirty money.
That is called headcanon.
That isn't in the movie. That's my issue. A reason is not given. Wait, so because you weren't explicitly told that the Hutts launder money, that's an issue?
Oh, my issue with you, sir, is that you're just making that up.
I mean, it's a
You are
criminal
making-
syndicate. It needs funding, and that requires laundering money from criminal activities. If they didn't launder money, I'd be very confused how they operate. We know enough to know they don't take Republic money.
My
So
brain
yeah, that's a pretty
died.
big part of their economic system, I'd say.
What did you say? Count again?
Whatever that guy said.
What's your thought of him?
I'm just amusing myself by making him talk in stupid voices.
that sounds about right.
But didn't the Republic put down the cash at the end of the day? Says somebody. I don't know which side they're on. Let's see. Django knew that no woman's genetics could handle his epicness, so he just cloned himself. I don't even remember who Django is.
He's the prequel one.
No.
He is the fat one that actually did something.
Okay.
Unlike the original trilogy where he kind of did nothing. Except for one thing. Okay, two things. He looked cool. And a couple of things. He looked cool. He tracked down Luke
Dick.
and died.
Dick, whole time for you to pay.
I literally just said Star Wars doesn't give any way to convert money, my man.
Oh, simple explanation with a fixed every.
Doesn't quite work like that.
So yeah, it's been a long time since I even watched that stuff, and I probably won't be watching it anytime soon.
Yeah,
But
it's been like
it
a
boils.
year.
It essentially boils down to nah. Your currency doesn't mean anything here for some reason. Fuck you. Moving
I
on.
mean,
Quiet.
I guess the prequels were fun enough to watch, but no.
They do not bear up to scrutiny in any way, shape, or form.
It's a pity because there's a kind of a compelling story in there about the corruption of Anakin and the corruption of the Republic, and going pari passu, but
My issue,
execution is missing.
yeah, that issue is like, fuck. They didn't really show that really well, almost at all.
Hey,
Yeah.
Setter. How's it going?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Especially
Yes.
when I'm like, oh,
Is my sound levels okay?
Yeah.
Hello there.
my
Hello.
hello there.
Hi, White Dragon. Hello, Perion.
Greetings,
Hello.
other brightness.
You are a bold one.
A bold one. A bright one? I am.
Praise the sun.
This.
White.
No,
White.
officer. It's how.
I think White might be high.
I'm
Oh,
always high on life.
White, are you high?
Hold on, wait a minute. What was in these muffins again?
Alrighty.
No, officer. It's hi. How are you?
Alrighty. So now that Setter has arrived, I think that we will shift. I wonder what will happen if I try to watch Gankutsuko live on stream.
I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted.
Let me see. Well, I just know that it is on YouTube. The full
God
thing
damn
is
it.
just on YouTube. So
White High would make him three-dimensional. No, White High would just be a terrible TV show. Only
all
like
right.
an
Just
episode.
let me know if it ends up not working.
We may have to cut it off from the earlier part if it doesn't work.
Wait a minute. If it's already on YouTube, then I don't think it's gonna be copyright struck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, James. I just noticed the chat.
Yeah, it's James Cuckton. What a retard.
Alrighty, let's see. So let us know if it goes down and we'll just shift to recording. So
Hi, Trip.
welcome.
Voice.
So this is the Count of Monte Cristo anime.
I didn't realize I was on mushrooms.
Hold on. Okay, so the Count of Monte Cristo. What?
It is a drug fest.
Let's just
Do
flowers.
drugs,
Oh my
kids.
god.
Fun for the whole family.
Oh.
Get your mokoletti. How about a mokoletto? Join the celebration.
What? Okay, so I never actually read The Count of Monte Cristo or even know the plot at all. So I'm just vibes.
That is totally cool.
But it's an anime. Okay, no, okay. Now I remember what I was gonna say. It was I said that and you texted about the anime Count of Monte Cristo and it blew me away so much that I actually had to share with my general meeting as we were waiting for everyone to come in. I was like, apparently there's a Count of Monte Cristo anime.
All right, Blue.
And like this 40-year-old guy that's new to the team is like, gotta tell me how it is afterwards.
Can we
Let me know if it's any good. And I was like, sure will, bud.
Can we get some subtitles, please?
Unfortunately, subtitles are not available for this.
Oh.
Sorry, I'll shut the fuck up.
Good luck figuring out what's happening then. So here we are, Blue. Japanese Blue Space Demon Count of Monte
In this
Cristo.
city, all your desires can be fulfilled, no matter what they are.
I fucking
Oh,
hate
wow, I'm turned on already.
the cutout where where the pattern moves where it's on a mesh over but like negative. It just fucks with my eyes so much. You know they do it in Chowder? That with the pattern.
Oh,
Please hit someone
oh,
in
the
the
moon
face.
from Lucia. I like it.
Oh my god.
I like this.
This is
They're
also
actually-
the Japanese interpretation of.
So far, it's
Yeah.
actually
Why is that? Why is Count Dracula here?
I'm not so sure.
this is
That was
actually
straight up
kind of-
Count Dracula. What?
Yeah.
the opera is actually kind of
There are
faithful.
some who say
I mean,
he's
there actually are bits of
on
opera in
frontier, or
the,
that
in the
he's an
show, in the
alien
book.
from outer space. Some even say that he's a monster in human form or a vampire.
That might be going a little far. Pardon.
I love the vampire things in the book too.
I mean,
The noble?
what's his name?
He's called the Count of Monte Cristo.
Well,
Are you?
No, this is Noble Codex, not Noble Commando.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
I heard an audible
no,
sigh
okay,
of
I'm not
relief.
recalling as noble, but I'm kind of retarded.
I
Okay,
didn't
close.
like if I see the guy again, we'll talk chill. But I just didn't want to do it while I was high off my gourd, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm not ready for this."
It's our uncertain.
Apparently, from people here,
Well, to be fair, I'm very different from noble. I'm
Second.
British.
Oh, another fucking ignorant. Goddamn.
Yeah, this anime also has some
That could be
interesting
worse.
art style where they don't have consistent coloring on the clothing. If you
No,
look
I hate
carefully,
it. But it moves.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm too high. It moves.
Who is that?
Okay,
Is
so-
that the Count of Monte Cristo there or someone else? No, that's Albert, right?
Yeah, that is indeed Albert.
Fair enough.
If you look at it, the clothing actually, it's like the clothing is some kind of
So what the effect is in the
What is
animation,
this?
the color block is negative overlaid on top of a still image, and that's what makes it move.
Sorry, you were saying something, but I was laughing. I couldn't catch what you were talking about because I was laughing
are
too
we in
hard.
Final Fantasy?
No, apparently we're in Castlevania. Is that
That's
Cristo?
too, yeah.
Wait, he has ears too. What the fuck is going on?
Oh
even is
no,
that?
it is. Oh god, we're in
Is that a
Castlevania.
spaceship?
Oh no.
that's a spaceship.
Why is this 3D?
What's the blazes? Is even happening?
Well, are we
I
on
did this
course
video.
now?
Get serious. This proves
We
it was
stopped this
real.
average anime movie to bring you Star Wars.
And I'm gonna use it to try and meet him. So what do you think? Are you insane? That's a huge hassle. Look, forget about it. No idea who this guy is.
Who's that guy? Is that supposed to be Franz?
You know, this
I
all
think so,
What?
actually.
Fuck is this?
this all feels really ripe for a redub that could absolutely rival the ages.
My
Oh,
ears
like
hurt.
Ghost in this dub.
I don't know. I'm not listening
Jenna,
to
have
what
you
they're
seen-
fucking saying. Oh, sorry.
I know,
What do you
but
think?
this has very similar ghost stories in this dub vibe to it. I have no idea why.
Yeah, that's what that you're picking up on the same thing I was.
Staying in the same hotel.
Yeah,
It's a coincidence. I'm not so
that is a
sure.
weird
There
ass
you go
show.
again. You're such a worrywart. At least tag along while I have dinner with him. I have some doubts about whether he's even a real aristocrat. This is Luna,
They're
remember?
dating.
He's
I'm
almost
sorry.
certainly a con man.
This is Luna. Are they on the moon?
No straight
Yep,
and sit
I
like
think
that.
this might be. It's either another planet or it is in fact the moon.
Okay.
Here comes
What the fuck is
Dracula.
this hair?
References to out of
Monte Cristo, and I'm delighted that you're
It's
here.
Dracula. Look at him.
Christ's fucking
Your presence.
fang.
I like his voice.
Come now. This
What
won't
the
do.
fuck was
He
that?
has come all the way to Luna. He simply must try these dishes.
Why are you
We thank
eating
you
a
for your
horseshoe
kindness.
crab?
We
Was
seem
there
to
a
be the
dick?
only ones who are eating. You
That
have
wouldn't
to
even be good.
dinner.
Is that a dragon? Is there like a miniature dragon that's
Do the
eating?
Japanese eat horseshoe
Look at-
crabs?
Probably. They
Just the journeys
they have
traveled
they
alone
have
are
alternate
Probably.
flavored ice cream.
Those eaten alone have no flavor.
The Japanese have
For me,
squid
speaking
flavored
of
ice cream.
As I'm doing right now is
Oh my
really the
God, the
greatest
fucking
feast that I
Jell-O.
could wish for.
Why is
Please
it?
help yourselves.
What is that reptile thing that
By
they're
the
eating?
way, was wondering
That's
if you
what I was
thought of the
trying to
approach.
say, but
Well, sir,
it's
I
a
really don't
dinosaur.
very often.
Well,
But for
that
some
probably
reason,
tastes
this
good.
time I found myself drawn into the story.
Oh, I see. So, Monsieur Albert, are you saying to us that you have someone in the world for whom you pine, just as in the opera?
No, sir, of course not.
Come on, Albert. You know that's not true.
I am not
Are you
drinking
talking
enough
about
whiskey.
your sister?
Jesus Christ.
This is the gayest anime plot. What?
I've never experienced the same kind of intense.
It's very rainbow.
No,
again.
the gay stuff is from Noble Commander, exactly.
More in my life. Something I can lose
Well, am I
myself.
wrong?
Something to
Is he
grab my
gay?
heart and never let go.
He has a
Well,
thing for
possibly good
gun.
tomboys for some
On
reason.
this journey to find that something.
He gets turned on by
And
weapons.
Why are
tomboys
you
for some
trying to
reason.
make it sound so noble?
Yeah.
I thought your goal was more focused.
Weapons
below your
are
waist.
very
Hans,
phallic,
cut it
but
out.
This is marvelous. Youth is such a wonderful thing. Endless possibilities,
oh my god.
hopes and dreams, and
I like
passion
this show, though.
unencumbered.
Your
Okay,
Excellency,
Dracula,
have
shut
you ever
up.
been in love like that?
Why? Why is he trying to seduce these?
So what sort of a
Why
woman
is
was she?
Dracula here?
Albert, don't be rude.
To be perfectly honest, I once had deep and passionate feelings for a certain enchanting
For a certain what?
had dreams of
For a
a
certain
long,
man?
happy life that involved this woman. However, painful. In the end, those feelings.
I
of
refuse
passion
to
amounted
believe that he
absolutely
likes pussy. I refuse.
Apparently it's not V, apparently.
All those dreams were only dreams.
Well, he's a space alien. He likes
And
space
in the
alien
place where
organs. No
those
comment.
dreams lived
Mm-hmm.
stands the man that I
Gotta have at least
become
6
today.
tentacles to get off.
Well, he likes
to.
Navi for some reason. Yeah.
In this fight,
Oh, Blair, that's so sweet. You actually laughed instead of getting all red and going, no comment.
With your presence tonight.
Well, no
Not
comment.
at all, sir. Yana is hard.
In that case, I want you to join me on my balcony for luncheon tomorrow. It'll be wonderful. Will you come?
Oh, really,
What-
sir?
Oh,
Be
no.
honored to.
We're sorry, Your Excellency. We appreciate your kind offer, but we couldn't possibly accept.
Luna's
couldn't
public
possibly.
executions are the highlight of Carnival, you know.
What?
The festivities
What?
reach their peak as the blood
What?
of heinous
What?
criminals
What?
washes
Actually,
away
at
all
the
the
end.
proud sins.
This
One
is
does not experience Luna's carnival without
It's-
knowing
Bro,
the
this is like a dude talking about like suddenly bringing up Mein Kampf in the middle of the dinner
You're
party.
exactly right.
but
I was just say
It's
that,
very
yeah.
well. I shall await you here in
It's
this
like,
room
what is
again
it?
tomorrow.
Executions? Huh?
you know, the,
No,
you know
honestly,
the funny thing is how faithful this is. That's the funny thing. That's actually pretty faithful. Although
Yeah.
why are they starting with
Draculas?
Albert meeting
Albert.
count not at the beginning?
Yes.
That's the only
What's the matter
thing.
with
They're not.
You don't.
Is this
I
the
think-
first episode?
Yep, this is just the first episode.
Okay, maybe they do flashbacks, or maybe they just.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh.
His eyes.
Could
It was like corpses.
I see know the actual like any of the plot to Monte Cristo?
Yeah,
Sure,
that bit was
yeah.
faith. That bit's faithful.
One is a
He
man who
does meet
committed murder
Albert
out of
and quotes
detested
and
poverty.
invites him to it.
The second is a man who
Execution.
committed murder over a love affair. And finally, the third is a man who slaughtered an entire family to steal their possessions. All
That's
three of
pretty
them are
shit.
heinous criminals who are
Oh, God,
beyond
no, bro. Why?
Why is this a circuit? This is triggering me. I'm so upset about that fucking texture.
I had
Yeah.
no choice. My beloved wife and child.
No, not the snoo. Not anything but the snoo.
Stop that! Stop it at once! My Lord Cardinal, please! You have to believe me. I didn't murder anyone. My rival framed me. I could never murder anyone.
This is
I
slipped
didn't
on
say-
meme fodder. What
He's
the
my
fuck?
child.
I was not listening to a word because I was putting in all the fucking great potential it had.
Yeah.
I'm just
Not
too
the
high.
weirdest thing I've seen in my life.
You moron! Shut your damn trap! I'm sick of you and your constant whining!
What's this dialogue, though? This dialogue is so not. This dialogue is so not Jamal.
How's that? Now
The
live it up!
story is Jamal, but not the dialogue.
Come on! I'm gonna
Oh, Jesus,
You
freak!
moron! You effing moron!
What the hell is going
It
on?
seems today's program will be
What? This is just noise. I can't even focus on the dialogue because it's so noisy.
There's an execution going on. This is from the book. This is
That's
actually from the book.
It's just random
I
scenes.
don't think hearing the dialogue would
I have
help,
here in my possession
actually.
a single letter. It is an official letter of pardon that was given to me by the Cardinal.
How
I
in
was
the world did you
kind
get
of hoping
something-
for anime Pride and Prejudice, but
Unfortunately,
No, it's
I have but
anime
this one letter of pardon
Monte
with which
Cristo,
to
and
play.
it's fairly
Mhm.
Now,
faithful
to make
so
the
far.
choice of which man should get this letter, an impartial one.
I know, but
have
I would
written the
expect them.
initials
I
of
was
each
kind of
damned
expecting
man
them to
on
go
each
period
card.
accurate.
Now,
I didn't.
No,
you need only
no,
to choose
no.
one
This is
from among the
Yeah.
this
three.
is Japan. No.
You expect the Japanese to go purely
Come now,
accurate?
gentlemen.
Seriously.
It's nothing more than a little game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I was high when I had that thought.
Shouldn't we hear what they have to say first?
They must have been really high
My
at that
good
point.
Monsieur Franz, this is
It was
nothing more than a
probably
game.
right
no,
when
no.
I was done smoking.
Regardless of what we do, they are all going to die. I merely suggest that we make use of that fact in order to enjoy ourselves. At this moment,
a
we have in
point.
our hands the power to offer the hand of salvation to one of these poor souls. I wonder, monsieur, why do you hesitate to use that power to do good?
Bro, get your cock out of my
Yes.
face.
It almost feels as if one has actually become God, doesn't it?
What's
Bro,
the
you're
matter
just
with
staring
you?
at it.
You're using people's lives as some sort of game? You're insane, sir. Come on, Albert. We're leaving.
Again.
Quit. I know it's
Yes, it
huge,
is
but
a
quit
game.
staring at it.
But of course, to me, our own lives are merely pieces that are manipulated as part of someone else's game. Has it ever seemed that way to you, Monsieur Franz?
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. Come on, let's go.
I was truly hopeful that you and I would become good friends, Monsieur Albert. I'm most disappointed.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
You told me you set out on your journey in order to find something. To seek out and grab hold of an entirely new you, through the exertion of your own will.
Come on, Albert. We're going. Albert! I'll do it. Don't! You'll be sorry if you do. It is just a game.
I don't know why this is so funny.
No! No!
That music.
Albert, please don't.
Okay, look.
What the? What?
Nah, yes,
What?
French root.
Albert, don't do it!
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Oh my god, why? No, the executioners can't be
A pardon has
cute.
been issued by the Cardinal. The man
Oh, I
who
know,
is to
these
be
are
pardoned
adorable
is
anime
Procaprione,
executioners.
also known as Peppino.
Kawaii.
Yeah! How do you like that? Thank
Oh, I like this guy now.
Long live His Excellency the Cardinal!
Why do I get the feeling it's
See,
actually
Monsieur
funny?
Albert, you have performed a good deed today.
What do you get? What
A
feeling?
truly good and
I get the
noble
feeling
deed.
that every
Watch,
single letter was
show
the
is about to
same.
begin.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Regardless of what happens next, you mustn't look away, Monsieur Albert. Not for an instant.
What the blazes is even happening now?
They're fencing.
But what has that to do with the execution?
Oh, the execution?
It got stayed. It got canceled.
You mustn't hold anything back, Baptistan.
Forgive me, Your Excellency.
Oh, they kept Baptistan strand too?
My vengeance has finally been set into motion.
Hey, let's go to a cafe and
Yeah,
clear our
in this,
heads.
Albert is the main character more than the
Or how about the red
Count
light
is. The
district?
Count is very much the
Oh,
villain.
right. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
forgot you don't do that sort of thing.
A lot of it is from the
Well,
point of view of
we
Albert
could
in
go
the
to the
books
casino.
too.
Please don't talk to me about gambling.
Hey,
all just
what's
so-
the matter with you?
Yay.
I'm dying to see it. And then you let the Count talk you into picking that car.
I know
You
this.
good, bro?
You don't have to tell me. I know what I did.
I brought this on my own head, and that's the reason I'm so upset right now. I'm just angry at myself. That right?
You know, Franz, I'm getting tired of you always fussing over me. Do you think that you're my girlfriend or something? Are you my mother?
No!
Are you?
No!
No, I'm your
Oh,
boyfriend.
Jesus!
It is kind of funny.
Got a little
Yeah.
married couple, Jesus.
No,
What
don't
about
lose your
you?
femme twink. Look, he's blushing even.
Ew.
Got
Nice
like a little
haircut.
married couple.
Yeah, there's nothing straight about this.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird colors,
It's
Oh, God, the pitch juice.
You
Ew,
Oh.
get out of here.
Tonight is the last night of this year's carnival, you know.
it's
Ruining
hard
my gay
to
fantasies.
continue looking at this.
oh,
I want to be alone. See, today was the worst day of my life.
What the fuck is that kind of dress? Jesus.
It's full
Mm.
goth. Okay.
I wonder what Trip is thinking about this
Goth
right now.
goals.
well, if this is true to the book,
Okay, I hate
then,
that. Why did they change?
if this is true to the book, then you're going to be very amused at the denouement.
I don't know if I can stick around any longer. It's actually hurting my eyes.
Oh,
The coloring is actually
Ugh.
god awful.
Oh, Albert.
it's
Actually, I think
alright.
this whole art
Yeah.
direction is god awful. It's a digital watch clock. I hate it.
And the
I kind of
animation
like
was
the
better.
architecture. I kind
What?
of like the architecture though.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, it's
Is it what?
space age.
It's space. It's Roman. It's Roman space. No.
Yeah,
oh,
get them bitches.
Oh,
No,
Why is this hetero
Ew.
in here? God.
Ew. 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 Ew.
What
Yeah.
need double D action, I guess.
Ew.
Yeah, see, this is what you get for going hetero.
Ew.
shall we go?
That's why you should have stayed with the boys.
Well, in the books, the little girl's actually a guy.
Okay.
Well,
But
so
he
I
doesn't-
was being ironic and funny, but shit.
He doesn't get a read with her though. With him, I mean.
what the?
Ow, my eyes my eyes are burning.
Oh,
True soul.
It's literally the fucking. It's the SpongeBob meme of my eyes.
Alright, that's enough fun and games for now.
Damn,
What
just
the-
let some bitches get some fuck on. Let them cook.
and this pirate? What the fuck?
What even is happening now? Oh, this is the denouement of
I have no idea.
Carnival.
No idea.
Jesus Christ, my fucking
What?
retinas.
What the
No way,
With the music.
God damn.
Oh.
This is such...
Ma, you look so bored.
I need a fucking
not
red
at all. It's wonderful
flashbang. I'm glad
Where's
it's
your friend?
daytime and have the
Oh,
lights on.
you
If
mean
this was at
Albert?
night, I'd be fucking
Probably trying to
bleeding
pick
out
up
of my
girls.
eyeballs.
Of course, all of them will turn him down.
But this is terrible. This is Luna, you know. Strolling around alone at night is suicidal.
Surely you're exaggerating.
On the contrary, he's quite right.
What is with
You'll
the-
get kidnapped.
What's
by
the couple on the
Luigi
left?
Vampa, you silly.
Luigi
It's-
Vampa?
Her hair braids.
Ah.
Young bandit.
This is when artisticness goes too far
He
sometimes.
tortures them and kills them in a
That's what we call
horrible
myth.
fashion. Really?
Surely the police
Ugh,
won't
oh
stand by.
God!
Gun,
Oh
I
Jesus
sent you a
fucking
link.
Christ! Nice.
You're welcome.
Someone will reach the rituals to avoid having to deal with the bandits.
Is that the Countess?
Even my very own cousin was robbed by thugs and had his arms and legs broken. The poor fellow was left lying stark naked in the plaza.
Okay,
all because he
Eggman,
dared to
Jesus
speak to the
Christ.
bandit's mistress.
I'm sure he's fine. Don't
I-
worry yourself.
They make it
I'll bet he's
move
back
and
at
like
your hotel.
stutter, and then
Would
they
you care to dance?
layer
Ugh.
loud over loud. Oh my god.
What is the?
You know
Are they
what,
trying to make
Franz?
people
I
blind?
despise it
Okay,
when
I
people
gotta like
dance.
minimize
First
the
one
window.
to sleep, then two, then three, especially at this hour.
I feel like that all this color and
Will
shit is to
you?
hide
You won't abandon me
laziness.
like everyone else.
I can't tell you I'm blind. It actually
I'm
hurts.
blind. Yeah.
Well, like that's the point. You can't even see it over the light.
Okay, these are the bandits. Fair enough. It's actually surprisingly easy to follow this story.
Yeah, if you're blind.
Yeah, a lot
Oh,
of
that's
it-
right. She's with them. Cool. It's one of those. What were they called in the fucking Seeker? Fucking
God,
Dom
what are they
women.
called?
Mord Sith.
Mord Sith.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
was
thought.
right.
That's what I thought when the door opened. I was like, Mord Sith.
Oh no, please, lady, leave your clothes on.
Damn, Valerian, that's a pretty gay thing to say there.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry for my son. It's time for me to go now.
I'm kidding. I
What
would-
the-
I'm going to see some very important people on business. Fine, see if I care. I hope you never come back.
What?
Generic.
Really,
anime
that was
plot
very
101.
Ghost Stories vibe.
There's modern police? What the fuck?
Father.
Oh, father.
Are we in?
I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
I think I should go.
I'm not ahead of him.
What's with this?
I'm not horny enough.
Wait.
I am blind.
I killed them all!
I need a bit more man in me.
As for me, I murdered dead people!
I murdered dead people, he said.
This is for
Murdered
you.
10 people.
My Lord Baron Franz Dibony, I, Luigi Vampa, have decided to take custody of your young friend, the Viscount
Steve Bloom, why are you in this car for a
and
second?
over the sum of
Okay,
50
Jesus
million
Christ.
ducats to my messenger immediately. Should you fail to comply
50
by
million,
sunrise,
that's
you
nuts.
may consider your friend's life as forfeit.
Where is Albert?
Don't worry, he's a valuable hostage, so I'm sure he's being treated with all due respect. If the money's handed over right away, he'll be returned to you without so much as a scratch.
He's
You
had his
should've
frogs.
Is this how you people do things?
It's purple frogs, right? Those are fucking frogs.
Yeah,
Lifestyle to maintain.
yeah, you're right.
And he's not
Million is
intelligent.
absurd.
Hey, you're an aristocrat. I'm sure you won't have any trouble getting it. Dawn comes fast on Luna. If you value your friend's life, I suggest you make arrangements for the money as soon as you can.
I want to make an immediate withdrawal of funds from the Bank of Paris.
I'm sorry, sir, but our connection to Europe is currently offline due to the solar winds which are interfering
What?
with communications.
There's
Jesus
nothing
Christ.
you can do.
How much?
Grab the bitch.
Ouch. What do you? Ouch.
That was a bit fucked. Ugh. I'm just really
Oh, Albert. Damn.
Say, it's awfully sad to see a young fella like yourself all
I call
alone on
this
the
where
last
you
night
could
of
not
carnival.
comprehend
If
this.
you want, I know a girl who will make you feel fine.
I'm just honestly making up my own plot.
It was
I
at my
thought I knew
father's
the
funeral
plot, but
that
why
I
is he
first
not
met
talking of the
Albert.
Count?
Oh my
What?
god.
What is going on here?
Oh god, they are making an engagement, aren't they?
Oh, see, no, this is their love story.
Is this a flashback?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cry? I'm not crying. Cheer up, I'll play with you. Get lost! Leave me alone!
Oh no.
Oh my.
He left me through my trauma. Oh my god.
Albert and I have been.
Ever since then, we.
What the fuck is going on?
He said himself.
I did not expect this reaction. This is amazing.
What?
Are them titties?
I wasn't expecting that.
Damn. What do I do?
Yeah.
My boyfriend is cheating on me. Fucking stupid tattoo. I hate it so much.
Sunrise, you know. You're running out of time. Have you raised the money yet?
Not yet. I can't transfer the money from Paris until morning.
Gee, that's too bad. Luigi's such a stickler for punctuality. If you don't have the money ready by sunrise, I'm afraid your friend's life is as good as over.
Stop messing with me!
I suggest you hurry. I'm sure that you don't want to see your friend die a horrible death, my Lord Baron.
You bastard!
Violence is so unseemly. Right, my Lord Baron?
Fine, I'll just have sex with you.
A gentleman really should worry about
Fine. No need to beg so much.
you know.
Being a bandit is a riot.
But also, when you lick the blade, I was thinking it
There
has
is
the most
no
dangerous
more
poison in the
fascinating
world.
spectacle in the universe than a man's death. Yes.
We fucked up the
It
order,
almost
but
feels
whatever.
as if one has actually become God. Does it not?
Why is he on the moon?
His Excellency, the Baron de Panay.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you look at his
Oh,
hair,
that's-
it's the same art
Is
style
anything
weirdness.
You don't
That
seem like you're feeling
textures
entirely well.
are
May I
awful.
tell
Oh
you
my god. There's just noise. There's just
Excellency, I need a favor.
noise.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Legend of Korra had a better art style than this.
Yes.
Well, that's one of the things about Legend of Korra that's consistently good is
it
the art.
executed its art style better.
50 million ducats.
I think the
You will
style
pick up
itself
from
and this
Husky
technique is
immediately.
neutral. They're executing it poorly.
Yeah. And the whole
It looks
portion of the
lazy.
apocalypse? What?
Colosseum!
Well, Korra, what Korra did was just the simple, basic way.
This
Yeah.
art direction is just all
Have
over the
two of you
fucking
been
place.
friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's,
we've
yeah.
been best friends since we were young.
Friends since childhood. I see.
Boyfriend since childhood.
You always have a friend.
I think I might have to
Indeed.
just bail out. This is actually hurting me.
Wonderful thing.
Yeah.
He's a,
Take care of yourself.
he has pointed
Yeah.
ears.
Take care.
Who do you like, Franz?
Well,
Come
have
on,
fun with
tell
your
me.
acid
Don't
trip.
At least give me a hint. You wouldn't understand,
Oh,
Albert.
I'm drunk, so I'm gonna be immune to this.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Why does every
almost time
octopus
to
is on
do
his thing?
Well, Japan, they
Oh
like
my.
octopuses.
Kill him.
So, have you made your peace?
Come on, let me kill him, man, please. No, let me.
Give it a rest, you two. Wait till after he's dead, then you can carve him up. Now then. Put up a brave front while you can.
Oh,
What
her
you'll
whole
sound
necklace is just a frog face. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think there's a lot of attention to detail in this.
Hey guys!
That's so
There's
fucked.
detail in this.
There are visitors here to see the boss.
Oh no, no.
yeah?
You know,
Who
that,
are they?
that one actively triggers me on the Jesus Christ. One looks like a circuit board. It's pretty
Yeah.
kinky.
Please don't.
Oh, it's that flaming
we
sword.
can't kill him yet. Because we won't get the money. Besides, there's still time before the deadline.
Stand aside.
Stop it! If you're gonna use that, use it on me! Your stupid squabbling is really pathetic. Thanks
Shut
for
the-
trying, but you should stand back.
Shut
you
the
trying to
fuck
disgrace
up.
the
What?
boss?
Don't worry, I'll be
This,
fine.
that actually sounds like My Valentine from
What?
the original Yu-Gi-Oh
What?
series.
Right.
Know what I think? You've fallen for her. That's so sweet. But believe me, she's
What
way
anime
too
are
much
we
for you to
watching? Huh,
handle,
what?
little boy.
Done. Is this your
Perhaps
spank bank?
What you want
Is
to
Luigi
become one of us.
is Luigi Bomb a lady?
You know what?
I'm
I think I'll
puzzled.
brand you.
Huh.
I don't remember him being this. I don't remember him being this sadistic when he was a child.
Hey! Leave her alone!
Huh? Literally not good?
What's going on?
What is going on is the question.
Something
I
happened.
mean, I know basically, I know the basic
Yeah.
story of what's happening, but what was happening at that particular
Superman?
moment, I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have come to meet with Signor Luigi Vampa, whose reputation is notorious.
Who are you?
I am
Just call
Dracula.
me Gankutsuo.
Oh, look at that purple.
No,
light
he's
on
not
the
called
outside.
Galaga.
For one such as yourself, who dwells in the darkness, I expect that I am better known by that name.
All right, take care, Trip.
I have your
I
money.
feel better soon.
Now hand over the hostage.
I'm sorry, but you missed the deadline. Always be punctual is the motto I live by.
Punctuality is the politeness of kings. Louis XVIII would be proud.
Your words honor me.
No die!
What the bleep?
Very good. Your skill is impressive. But I'm afraid you cannot kill me, no matter what your abilities.
I to you!
What's with that skull motif on his clothing? He's got it on his thigh
Stay
too.
away from me!
I do not work for the authorities. And now, if you would do me the honor of returning my friend to me, all will be well.
What the
I
fuck
take it
was
you're
that?
not injured, sir.
That was interesting.
No, I'm
Essentially,
fine. I had a
the
feeling
Count
that
is a
somehow you would
demon
come
in
and rescue
this.
me.
If you
I
wish to
mean-
thank someone, then you should thank the good Baron
This is
Debonnaire.
reasonably
You see,
faithful, but some of
he
the
was
changes
seriously
are
concerned
in a
for your
very interesting direction.
Hey, miss! Are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you. I never asked what your name is.
My name is Albert. I'm Albert de Morcerf.
Albert. I'm
Alberto Mercero rhymes.
Hmm.
To tell you the truth, I was starting to consider the idea of throwing my lot in with those bandits and living the life of an outlaw.
You all right?
Why?
What took you so long? Huh? You know, Franz, I came this close to being killed by those thugs.
I thought you were dead.
Why did you?
Because I love you.
Do not concern yourselves unduly.
I love a squirrel.
It served as a pleasant diversion.
But sir, I must do something to repay you.
All right. Might I ask if you'd grant me one small favor?
Anything at all, whatever you want, just name it.
Get on your knees
I should like to take up residence in Paris.
in your
Really?
ass.
That's wonderful.
I'm mildly
However,
surprised it's
most
Paris and
aristocrats, such as
not
myself,
Alpha
has no
Centauri.
connections in Paris. As such, Might I impose on you to act as my intermediary into Parisian society?
Yes, of course.
Good. I shall be calling on you in Paris on May 22nd then, 3 months from this day. When I do, we will commemorate the events of your visit here. Where in the world did you find this?
Down at the Opera House. So it's yours?
Look at that! You
Indeed
can't
it
even
is.
fucking see him with all the
Pains
pattern
me to have to
mix.
say it, but I've been
Yeah,
searching
it's
for
literally
it.
just a floating head.
This shows our bond. Viscount, please,
More
accept the
yours.
watch with my gratitude. Think of it as a small token of our friendship.
Really? You mean it?
It's a way to keep this day, this very hour, stuck fast in time.
Wow.
It's
Thank you
it's
so
mind
much.
control device.
Cherish it always.
Oops, I spoiled it.
Sadly, Carnival has ended.
I mean, I
so
won't
what
be
are your plans
surprised.
now, Albert? What adventures have you in store for your future?
Albert and I are going to cut our trip short and take the evening shuttle back to Paris.
Hey! Wait a minute! I can't go. I've already made plans of my own.
You just never learn, do you? So then, what are these plans?
What do you mean? That's none of your business.
Perhaps
I'm
you've a rendezvous.
definitely not going on a date outside of our what?
Love is a wonderful thing.
Oh God, kill it!
Oh my God, is
However,
he? Oh, he's a
Perhaps
sub.
you have
I
not yet
see.
noticed.
Kill it!
Or perhaps you knew and arranged the rendezvous regardless. I do hate to be the bearer of bad tidings, but
The bitch is
Hot
dead.
shit. Hot shit.
She's a boy. She's a boy.
What?
Come out and say.
Wait, no, this is it. This is perfect.
Yeah, right. You're always looking down on me. Always laughing at me.
They kept that in. They kept it in.
I'm not laughing at you. If I
I'm
laughed
going
at
out.
the bonehead stunt you pulled, I'd laugh
You
myself to death.
scored the best femboy
Anyway,
in like
you
5 miles, 5 fucking countries, and you're gonna give that up?
Thank you, Franz. I owe you my life.
Well, I suppose Nobukamoto will probably.
You're obviously in
slap
love with
out.
him, so what the fuck?
Oh God, just
I can't believe I was almost hetero.
kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
Wait, that's a shuttle? Jesus.
Look, they're gay. Oh my God, what the fuck?
the bitter fruits
I'm
of
sorry, I'll shut
betrayal
up about it.
must be plucked from the tree.
Over the moonscape. Oh my God.
Oh wow, we're actually back
Oh,
in
God, no.
something resembling. We're actually using horse and buggies now, not spaceships to go around.
I do love
Oh,
the
look at that!
like
Oh my
treasure
God.
planet mix.
George Mask.
What
Is it a
even
skull?
that?
Oh my God.
That's a planet.
That's the
a
moon.
skull planet.
It was the moon, but it was like it's a skull shadow.
Oh,
Oh,
George
places.
oh my God, that outro is so 2000. Oh, it's fucking nostalgia comfort.
And yet my friend said to
My
me, there is
ADHD
nothing
brain
so
just
inconstant
salivates.
as a human heart.
It's a frightening moment in the story.
And suddenly we're in HR Giga or something.
I'm frightened.
Oh God, what?
Hey, Albert, come on! Time to wake up!
What
I
the
can't
fuck
believe
is
you were
going
still
on?
in bed.
I have an important visitor arriving
Look,
today.
this is
and
their
I've been
first
really busy
date.
getting
Okay,
ready.
it's a
You didn't
flashback.
have to come if you didn't want to.
Oh wait, that's a woman.
Who's the visitor?
Someone
God
who did me
damn
a
it.
favor.
So.
on Luna.
Oh, I see now. It's that fake Count something or other, right?
You haven't even met him.
Like,
How do you know he's fake?
The man in these
Oh, speaking of
animes.
visitor, Chateau
I'd be
Renault said that he's
remiss.
bringing someone with him.
It's Japan. We expect.
Why are you smirking?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
Albert, you've got to be the most perfect target for a con artist in the whole of Paris.
What?
Wait, is someone getting conned because they followed their dick again?
Oh,
I think so.
Can these guys not keep their cocks in their pockets long enough to not get robbed?
Probably not. No.
See, this is why it's better to just sleep with men.
What are you angry about?
I'm angry.
That's what
I
this,
thought I
this
was
proves.
just enjoying our drive.
We're not in a rally race, you know.
Oh, that's right. You love puttering around at a slow crawl with no destination in mind, behind the wheel and in life.
Damn.
My
okay,
life is none of your business, all right?
Get out now.
Sure, I'll get out. I don't want to ride with
Why
you
is there a
anyway.
fucking Nazi outside?
We're already here.
You know, for the life of
No
I can't
idea.
figure out why you and I are still engaged.
Really? Then maybe you should ride into Bristol.
That is a
married?
straight up Nazi uniform. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're right.
Brother. Hey.
Oh my
Please
god,
be
Japanese
careful.
idolized.
Are you okay?
German
Yes.
Nazis.
Hey, Albert,
Take
over
a drink.
here. Come take a look at this. Hey!
Jeez. Are women the only thing you can handle, Mr. Big Shot Private Secretary?
Hey, every dull drive needs a little bit of stimulation, doesn't it? I mean, next to me is a hack reporter, and in the back seat is a couple who just got engaged.
What is this? What's he bitching about? Is he really bitching about picking up hot chicks?
Holy shit.
Damn, he can do that to me any day.
That was amazing.
It was nothing. I was in a special forces unit in the army. Muscle reinforcement processing.
Which army?
I've only heard rumors about it.
Thank you for your help.
Bro, you gotta specify
What's a
which
bluff
army.
or something?
I'll get it myself.
That's a fucking Nazi guy.
Who is that guy?
That is
What
Morel's
is your name,
son,
miss?
Maximilian, I believe.
Valentine.
Oh, the tall chap is Maximilian.
My name is.
Hey! Hi, Maximilian! I'm
Yikes.
sorry I'm late! There I was,
Who the
out on a
blazes is
dangerous
that?
recon, and suddenly
Was he a soldier in the original? Or like
He
the.
was a sailor, I believe.
Maximilian was an officer. He was a soldier, yes.
He's a Nazi officer.
Jesus Christ.
He wasn't a Nazi, but yes.
No, but they gave him a fucking.
You're a sentient race.
It looks like one. Look at it.
They gave him like a. They gave him like a. He looks like Richie Rich's father, kind of.
It's just mildly observable that the Japanese love the aesthetic of the Germans
Send him into a
a little too much.
You're a lucky man, my friend. Once you
Yeah.
and Valentine are married,
I mean,
you'll
I don't
be
know
able
if
to
it's
dine
any like
this every
official
day.
state of things, but you kind of like
where was I?
like how they love the name
that's
Jaeger. It's a
Just
German
then,
word.
I thought I was done for. And who do you suppose showed up then?
Yeah.
None other than this man, Space Cavalry Captain Maximilian Morel, the man I owe my very life to.
Wow, they even kept that detail. It's weird how
You're
it's
quite a
weird how-
man to save a
it's real
complete
faithful
plot
to
who managed to
this.
blindly stumble his way onto a
Is it like
battlefield.
actual
So,
straight dialogue?
Captain Morel, where do you
Yeah,
come
some of
from?
this is
My
pretty
family
close,
makes
except
its
that
home
it's
in
being
Marseille.
turned into contemporary
That's a pretty
American.
rough place.
But it's
And you?
Paris, of course. The old
pretty
town
close to
area.
the original dialogue.
The town of Marseille.
But of course, it's wittier in the
What
original
sort of a
because it's in
place is
French.
it?
When I was young, it was a beautiful harbor town filled with
Well,
sightseeing and tourists.
so what?
Well, now it's not a place
What
that a
language
lady
is the
should
kind of
even
Monte Cristo
consider
originally in?
venturing
Or where does
into.
it take place? Sorry.
Sorry?
Where does the Count of Monte Cristo take place?
France.
Mostly in
France. Okay,
France.
it's a
It's
French
even-
story.
Italy too, but it's in French.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was just trying to figure out like its origin, its cultural origin, I suppose.
But you need to
haven't climbed
forget
up
all
here in
about
a
that
long
here because this is like
What a great breeze.
So
heavily
Captain Titan,
Americanized.
apparently, though, don't you think?
Everyone seems like something like hyper American in this film, this show.
Well, I'm sure that's the only lens that the Japanese studio had when they made this. So
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
I'm not expecting them to really go to that.
I charity or something.
I love the way the setting is so totally different, and they manage to be faithful at the same time, reasonably faithful at the same time. It's just a combination. It's just a riot.
What's
It's
the
just
matter?
slightly
Something interesting
disappointing in
catch
the
your eye?
style. I just can't
Why
really
do you
like get into
We
the
need to divide the world up with
cyberpunk because I love the
It's
idea
the
of this
ugliness of the outside
cyber
world.
kind of
Exists
Monte
for the
Cristo, but
purpose
the
of making
shit.
the beauty of our kingdom stand out.
Well,
I
that
think
may
it-
be so, but I
think
assure
it's
you, there's
hilarious.
plenty
It's like
of
a
great things
psychedelic.
outside these walls. Don't
It
you
really
think?
is. Oh my
What the hell
god!
is he wearing?
The real world?
What is he
What the hell
wearing?
is it? Pattern on pattern? Fucking really? Are you fucking kidding
So
me?
go right ahead and take on all the troubles that exist outside the
That is the
wall.
biggest fucking
That
faux
should
pas
quiet
that
those
these
stinging
bitches.
pangs of boredom of yours for a little while at least. Now this is what
Jesus
we should
Christ,
be looking
that's
at.
What the hell is
High
going
Court of
on?
Justice.
that's hell.
Anglar's
Holy shit! I
and the
thought that
place where your
it's like some
father
slapped
worked.
together
Space
Wojak
Force's
meme.
So this
headquarters,
is
the
Paris.
triangle of Parisian power. That is the true
And just
great
like the
thing
real
that we
thing,
should
it's way
inherit,
more
don't you
disappointing
think?
in person.
I liked.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember Paris looked just like that when I was there.
It feels like we're the
What,
ones that
shithole?
sealed in.
It,
Yeah.
Hey, you should be backing me up on this, okay? We're shitting on the friendship. Come on, where's my support, Noble?
The trees are pretty.
Abject solitude. For I am now surrounded by the Furies, the goddesses of vengeance. In the cold bosom of the darkness, I awaited
Oh,
the
Dunner, put
dawn.
something in the chat.
And once dawn came, I cursed my flesh until night fell.
Oh, that's
once
Camilla.
more. I even prayed that I would lose my sanity. But those prayers went unheeded. Nothing changed. And when I strove for the peacefulness of death, the devil's cold, pitiless hand grabbed hold and held me back. Well, it won't be long now.
Hot.
The fuck is going on?
I don't know. I'm just vibing, bro.
Well, the
I am
country
waiting.
makes
I
a
am not
appearance.
terrible drive that was.
Oh
Maybe
wow!
it was punishment for
An
skipping
analog-
the cabinet meeting.
An analog
Candidates for
clock.
the next president been chosen yet? Word on the street
A
is
nice
that His
one, too.
Excellency Morserf is the front runner.
Yeah, the aesthetic is weird. It's very
I know that was like
pastel and very
You know, you should
faded.
watch your step around Beauchamp, Maximilian. He's a terrible man.
What
who will
did
use
you
his
say?
friend's scandals as
Noble,
fodder
you said
for
something like 3
That's what
minutes.
they call impartial
The
journalism.
last thing you said.
I read your articles all the time, but I do not approve of the
I
content.
don't remember it.
I get that all the time.
I get that
All right, it is.
Where are the ladies?
They went home because their dresses were
All
totally
right, looks
soaked.
like we're down.
Chateau Renault's antique, too.
If they'd said something, I would have given them a lift home.
That'd be just.
Looks like we got taken down. No worries.
Well, I mean, can you cut
Wow.
off the bit where we were? Can you cut off the bit where we were viewing where we were reviewing the film? And,
Yeah, I can definitely do that. I can separate it out.
and
Yeah, we got
that
through.
should be fine because I mean that was just you playing Yu-Gi-Oh on screen.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
That
and we
should
were
be
quiet
fine.
for a while because I started every now and then I would like zone out and come back.
Yeah, it's been down for about 5 minutes. Whoops.
That's all right.
But we can still go on watching it, right?
Yeah.
For,
Yeah.
for a bit.
Let me
For a
just
bit.
remove it from YouTube.
Has it